Hello Aquarius, this is Don with Sonoran Mystic Tarot. Welcome back, and this is your weekly reading for the second week of March, reaching March 7th through the 13th. I've meditated in advance and shuffled the cards, and we are ready to go. Two things of housekeeping kind of business to clean it up. And first is that this is a general reading. Again, a reading for the collective, so take what resonates, leave the rest behind. Secondly, if you have been approached, if you have received an email or something that says it's from me and it's soliciting money or reading or something, it is not from me. I do perform private readings, but I perform private readings upon someone's request. And so in other words, if you've reached out to me, you connected with me and you communicated with me and requesting a reading, then I will respond. But I do not solicit readings. Don't have to do that and don't do that. Anyway, so if it happens and you get something like that, you can report it, delete it, just ignore it, whatever you want, but don't respond to it because it is not me. And if you ever need to reach out to me, again, it's advice@sonoranmystictarot.com. That's advice@sonoranmystictarot.com. With that said, let's get right to it. The very first card off the top of the deck is the overall energy for you of the week, and that is the Eight of Wands. The Eight of Wands energy is an amazing energy. It's a busy week. A busy week is what's coming ahead of you, because when you see the Eight of Wands, it means you have a lot of things happening right now. So a lot of things are happening all at the same time. Some things are coming for closure. Some things are coming into a closure. Other things are moving right along, and other things are just coming into where they need attention. So again, it's a very busy weekend ahead of you. The next card up is the Wheel of Fortune. I love the Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune, when it pops out in a reading, the Wheel of Fortune is telling you that you are kind of spinning the wheel, and you are having the opportunity to manifest something. Again, you create your destiny. You manifest your destiny. So this card, kind of like the Magician, are the two cards of manifestation. Now again, the Wheel of Fortune is saying, spin the wheel. What is it you want? Think big. Think big when you see this card. So keep that in mind this week. The next card in the deck, Ten of Wands. I'm loving it. So Ten of Wands, and you have Eight of Wands first, and then this, and then Ten of Wands. So the Ten of Wands is a completion card. Anytime a 10 pops up in tarot, that means you're getting a completion of cycle, a completion of some kind of cycle. And that cycle in this case, since we have an Eight of Wands and 10 of Wands, it's probably something around business or about project or something you've been busy with, or could also be an epiphany of some kind you've just had. The next card in line is the Fool card. The Fool card. Now the Fool card is the 0 card in the deck. The Major Arcana has a 1 through 21, but the Fool card is a 0. So it's the lowest ranking card, but it makes sense because it's the new card. It's like a newborn baby. It's kind of like a clean slate. It's kind of like not knowing better and just walking along and just not understanding, which makes very good sense because again, we had the 10 right beside it, and that 10 is completion. So when you have closure on one side, that opens again up the need for bringing something new and something to open up on the other side. So that makes very good sense. So this week has a lot of alignment with it. The next card, which is right below that Eight of Wands, is the Four of Wands. The Four of Wands, and that's a celebration card, and that's a celebration of stability. Celebration of family and friends based on the stability. So again, even though you have a lot of stuff going on, there's still time. Make sure you take the time and you spend with family and friends as well. It's not all work. All work will make Jack a dull boy, as they say. The next card is the Devil card, and the Devil card falls underneath that Wheel of Fortune. When you see the Devil card is a pessimistic energy. So when the Devil card comes through, it's reminding us that if we're not careful, we can easily go to that darker side of pessimism, and we can let it infest itself into us and create a very negative environment. We don't have to go there. Again, if you know any of these energies, I think that's the one thing, is if you know any of the energies, if you know they're coming, or if you know that they're around you, then you can, if you don't want that energy, you can take steps to change it. You can take steps to ensure that if you feel it coming on, especially with the pessimism energy, you feel it coming on, shake it off, take a break, get up from your desk. If you're at a desk, get up from wherever you are, take a walk, get a breath of fresh air, get a new change of environment, go walk out and get some sunlight, do something to help change it so where you don't have to give in to that negative energy, that pessimistic energy. The next card is the Lover's card, and that falls directly underneath that Ten of Wands. And I'm loving it because the Ten of Wands, again, is that closure of a cycle. And so the Lover's card is letting you know that this is a good thing. This is in alignment with what it is you've been looking forward to do. And of course, again, that goes back with the Fool, which is that rebirth and that new thing coming along. And then the last card in there is the Two of Cups. Now, this is interesting because in the tarot deck, the Two of Cups and the Lover's card is kind of the same card. They tend to say the same thing. So by seeing those two cards there side by side, it's telling us that this closure of something that is, and we'll go into that as we read the whole thing now that we have the cards out, that bringing that closure is going to help to align you with what makes you happy, and it also helping you to align yourself with your path. And that's going to help you because when you start on the new, which again is that Fool card, that new energy, that path is then lit for you, and you're going to be starting on your path again. So you're starting off in the direction of what is good for you, what is in your life path. And that cannot be a bad thing, no matter what. Now the card underneath, which is the overall energy of the reading, that is a Page of Swords. The Page of Swords. Page of Swords is news. And it's news about thinking. It's news that will make you think. It's news that will make you understand. It's news that will help you to come to the realization of something. And what is that? Well, okay, now with that said, let's go back to the reading. That's going to be news of this opportunity, this change in environment. So you come into the week, again, with that 8. A lot of stuff happening, a lot of stuff working and churning and so forth, but you're closing it down. You're bringing closure. So it's a very busy week. And so if you've been working on a project, if you've been working on, working towards something, toward a goal, then you will probably achieve that this week. Again, you're putting things to rest, you're closing things down. Now, there's other things that are still in the air. Again, you have a lot of things floating around, but the general thing, the general consensus, again, is finding closure. Now, again, while you're doing this, make sure you stay balanced, and part of that balance is this stability card, and that's Four of Wands. And so the Four of Wands is saying, yes, appreciate your job, enjoy your job, take your job seriously, and take your job to heart, do it well. But at the same time, make sure that you take time out for your family and your friends. Make sure that you find that balance, that 888, you know what I mean saying? The next card over again is that Wheel of Fortune. So again, something's happening. This news is coming in, the news is coming in, and it's going to change your perspective. It's going to change your way of thinking, and you're going to spin the wheel. You're going to say, wait a minute, now let's see. There's something I want to hear. There's something else I want to do, something else I want to see, something else I want to... And so you're going to take an opportunity. You're going to see an opportunity and seize it. You're going to see an opportunity where maybe others would not see it. But most importantly, you're going to snatch it and run with it. And that's going to then help you to bring closure, which is, again, is that 10. So again, this is the Wheel of Fortune. This is spinning the wheel. This is kind of like determining, okay, I want to make a change. I want to feel life is different. Now, you're going to be negative about it. You're going to be worried about it. You're going to think of, oh my gosh, what if? Take the chance, take the opportunity. They don't come often, so when they do, make sure you take them. Anyway, so then you get the 10. Again, you bring closure because your wish is going to be granted. And so this is going to close off one part of your life. It's going to bring closure to that, which again is what we saw with the 8, again, bringing a lot of closure to it. This brings that life cycle to an end, and it opens up a new possibility, a new area, a new way of thinking, a new way of doing something. This could be a new job. It could be a new project. It could be the start of your own business. It could also, if you were to look at this, it could also be a product. You may have been working with something and saying, you know what, this isn't working. I need to do something. And then all of a sudden you said, I'm going to create something. And that's that spin the Wheel of Fortune. So you spin that Wheel of Fortune saying, I'm going to create this. I'm going to create this. Let's see if it'll work. And then all of a sudden the 10 comes up. It's like, wow, yes, this product works. This product does what I expected it to do. So now I need to go ahead and put this out on the market. I need to start making sure I can then somehow sell this product. And that's that 0. You're at ground 0 and now taking the product and figuring out a way to market it. So again, it doesn't necessarily have to be just a job. It doesn't have to be just a project. It doesn't have to be a promotion. There's many other things that come along with it. This is one of them. Now, with that said, again, this change is aligned with you well. This is the Lover's card, and so it's a good alignment with you. And additionally, this is the Two of Cups again, which is that other Lover's card. But it's also most importantly telling you that this is a good match. And I've got the double match here. So it's time. It's not only is it time for you to close things down. Again, the Lover's card says it's time. that aligns well. But it's time now to get started on something new, to go with whatever it is you were creating, and to make sure that you do that, which is, again, in alignment with what it is that you are planning to, what it is that you're meant to do. Now, with that said, I'm going to shuffle the cards a little bit and try to get a little more clarification on what we have and see what else we might draw from this. Let's go back here with the 10. Let's see what's happening with that 10. Again, what is the situation there? Oh, again, another devil, pessimism. A pessimism. Again, be careful with that pessimism. That's a second warning, the same card. It's saying be careful with that pessimism. Be careful with that pessimism. Look at this, Knight of Cups, moving straight forward. The good thing about the Knight of Cups is this 10, that closure, again, is moving you toward your happiness. And so, because that Knight is movement, and see, he's on a horse, and so the happiness is in the cups. And so it is, again, it's letting you know that it's time for this closure. This is your life path, but more importantly, this is happiness. This is happiness, saying that you're moving in the right direction. The next card, look at that, life path. Talking you all around the life path, there's a life path card. So indeed, this is a way to stay on your life path. This is a good choice. When you see the Hermit card, this is the card that says inner self, inner healing, and staying on your path, figuring out your path, getting on your path, or staying on it. In this case, you're already on your path, and this transition is going to just keep you there, which is great. You may feel like you're a little conflicted, make you have decisions, and you're not sure you have a decision, and you're not exactly sure which way to go with that decision. But when you make that choice, it's telling you also to use logic. This is the logic card. This is the logic symbol. The swords are logic. The cups are emotional. So if it was cups, I would say emotional. If it was pentacles, I would say make the decision based on a financial impact. But this one, make the decision what's logical, and you're going to find you made the right choice. Again, you've already laid the groundwork for some of this. This is that 6 of Cups. When that 6 of Cups is there, again, that 6 of Cups is with the little flowers in it. And that 6 of Cups indicate, again, that you've planted the seeds already, that you nurtured them, you watered them, you fertilized them, you've given them enough shade or sun, depending on the situation, and now they're growing. So again, you've put some work in, they're growing, they're coming forth, and that would make sense, again, because that's part of that closure. Again, whatever this is not new. So apparently what is happening here is you've been thinking about this for a while. This is not a new idea. So as you're bringing closure, as you're shutting something down, you have already started the planning. You've already been thinking about what will I do next and how can I go do there. So as you start this new prospect, this new project, this new product, this new side hustle, this whatever it is, you have already been working on it. You've already laid the groundwork. So you are ahead of the game. Don't worry, you're still concerned. That's that negative pessimism thing. Again, you're worried that you're going to have some sleepless nights over. You're going to be whatever. You're not going to know how to move. You're not going to know what decisions to make. You're kind of worried about all this. Again, that's negativism, but don't worry. You're going to have it right. You're going to be right. The most important thing is balance your budget. Focus on how to get something to market. Focus on how to move forward. Focus on what it is you want and get to it. Make sure you get enough sleep. Make sure you get enough rest. And you will be fine in that regard. And look at this, there's that 8 we talked about. So again, you're putting to bed, you're putting to rest a lot of work this week. As it closes up, a new opportunity comes along. Take the new opportunity, run with that opportunity. While you're running, run down below and hit that subscribe button on YouTube, and also that little bell icon, and you'll get noticed every time we go live on Wednesday evenings and Thursday mornings, as well as when I upload stuff. Oh man, this is an interesting read. I'm telling you, this is exciting because there's a lot of moving pieces here, but these moving pieces are moving in the same direction. Sometimes the readings will take you different places. This one doesn't. This is making it very clear. This week is going to be a wonderful week to lay a baseline from which you will grow this whole year. This will take you off in a new direction. It's going to lift you up this year, and it's going to carry you forward. So even if, as the week comes to an end, you're not necessarily off into this new role, off into this new job, off into this new product or project, know that the seeds are planted. Again, you planted the seeds already, you're working toward it, and you are working toward the eventuality of seeing you moving on from this present situation to something far better, and that far better is on your life path. So again, open up your mind, open up your heart, open up your spirit, listen to what Spirit tells you. Let your conscience be your guide kind of deal. It's like, Jiminy Cricket kind of deal, if you remember, for Disney. But most importantly, what I'm trying to say is if you listen to Spirit and you listen to your spirit guides, they are going to help you through this week. They're going to help you to find what you're looking for, and ultimately you're going to have an amazing outcome down the road. So stick with it. Keep working hard. Do not rest on your laurels, but success is right around success. Listen to me, success. Success is right around the corner. With that said, I will let you go, Aquarius. Have an amazing week. I will be back with you next week for another reading. And don't forget to watch us on Wednesday evenings and Thursday mornings for free tarot readings. Just log in, let us know you're there, and we'll add you to the list if it's not closed already. We'll take care and have a great week. I'll talk to you next week. Bye-bye.